Okay, let's record. Hello everybody, Ron, aka Daddy Geek here, and we are in the toy box of Disney Infinity 2.0. And in this video we are going to look at the text creator and see what it does and give a few examples of how you can use it and how to make the connections. A lot of this is going to be a little bit simple, on the simple side, but it should give you a quick little head start on making your own toy boxes and making the logic connections to get the text to do what you want it to do. You can actually get very involved with it, but we'll save that for a different video. Right now, to keep this video short, we're going to get started and we're just going to jump right in and do some simple stuff. Alright, so first things first, we're going to show you what kind of text you can generate with the text creator. When you type in the text, you can assign it to appear in several different locations on the screen. So the first one up is top. As you can see, it puts whatever you type in at the very top. Next up is bottom. Now there's a middle one, but I couldn't find a fancy graphic or something to use for that. So just use your imagination. The text will appear directly center of the screen and it will look just like the previous two. The next one up is something called proposal. As you can see, it brings up a box and you actually have to interact with it. You either accept and continue or dismiss and cancel. Until you do so, your character cannot move. It's a very good way if you're trying to make, like, let's say, for example, an RPG type toy box where you want the character to read what's on the screen first and you're trying to give them a quest. So we'll hit continue. Next up we have, I'll put a little flag here, we have banner. This, as you can see, is a little bit bigger. It appears kind of towards the top of the screen. What's nice about this is you can use this type of text to alert the player to some type of action or some type of scene or whatever in the toy box. It's just a good way to get the player's attention and tell them something. And then finally we have the actor connection. You can have the text appear over a certain townsperson. For example, when we walked over here to Darkwing, as you saw, he said his little catchphrase, "Let's get dangerous," and now he is wandering off, and apparently he doesn't want to stay still. I gave him the logic to stay still, but he's just going to wander off. I guess he really wanted to get dangerous. Okay, I'm sure he'll get in the way later on. Now, another example, as I walk through the trigger area a second time, another example is you can use the same text creator to deliver multiple lines of text depending on what the player is doing. So in this example, we have a princess, Sleeping Beauty, locked behind this breakable door. So we are going to walk up there and she's going to call out for help, and then when we rescue her, she is going to say thank you. As you can see, she's saying "my hero," and that is the text that's attached to her. So let's be a good hero and let's break in here. Outstanding. And now we walk in there, she says "my hero," and a little star appears. That's just, I use the effects generator to pop that up. That's just a little addition, some little flair, if you will, that you could put on. That's not necessary, of course, but it's fun. And I'm going to demonstrate how to do that as well in this video. Okay, so let's back out. And over here, let me get out my wand. Over here, this is where we're going to build the same example that we have here, except for we're going to add a few twists and turns to it. Really quickly, I just wanted to go over something. As you can see, everything is like laid out. Like over here, we have the text, the trigger area is smaller, everything's in place. Over here, I left it out, and I left it out for a reason. It's much easier to make all of your logic connections, set everything up when all your pieces are in a wide open area. You can target them easier with your magic wand, and you can also use a spark mode to target things. It's much easier than, say, if you made this whole elaborate network of caves and you put all these trigger areas inside of them, you put all these tools and logic tools inside of the cave, and then you try to make your connections. And if you do it that way, you're going to be running across all kind of clipping, terrain, everything else. You'll just end up pulling your hair out, and it will take you longer than needed. Here you can make all your logic connections, which usually are the hardest part of making a toy box, first. Have them all laid out, and then all you simply have to do is move the toys into place. So let's go over here. Let's show you what we have. I already got out everything we're going to need. I built a small little shelter here to put Cinderella in. We have the breakable wall, and we have 2 text creators this time. Instead of just one, we have 2, and there's a reason for that. Because as I'm going to show you, we're going to use 2 separate text creators to show you how you can use proposal text better. Because there's a lot of confusion on how to get the proposal text to activate further text, and I'm going to show you how to do it right here. Alright, so first things up, when your main focus is text, one of the first things you want to do is work with the text creator itself. So we are going to target that, bring up its properties, or excuse me, just activate it. You have 3 options: new logic connection, new actor connection, and properties. Logic connection is to connect it to things such as switches, plates, trigger areas, things of that nature. Actor connection is to attach it to small little townspeople like Cinderella in front of us here. And then properties allows you to adjust the properties of that text creator, and that is the first thing that we're going to mess with. So let's go into properties, and we are going to leave it text duration. We're just going to leave the at 2, just for this example. You can adjust that to whatever suits your style. We are going to put this as connected actor, and we're going to leave it active for all players. And now you can add 5 lines of text. We are going to do the following. First text one, we are going to sit there and say, let's see, what can we do? We're going to do, the very first one we're going to do is, we're going to do thank you. And you're going to see why in a few minutes here. Thank you, done. And they review the text. Alright. Don't know what happens if you're offline, if it allows you to put the text in there or not. Haven't found that out yet. Alright, next up we're going to do something a little bit more comedic here. And let's see. We're going to do what? Wait, do I want this on this one? Yeah, we're going to do this. What? Let's see. Space, what kind? Of hero. Oh, good gravy. Pardon me. Hero, I don't have a keyboard connected, so this is a little bit slow. What kind of hero? Oh my. Fail. R. U. And we'll get a little bit more creative here. There we go. Okay. And we're going to have a third line of text. This one is going to be just like before in the previous example, and we're going to sit there and say, this won't be easier, I promise you. My hero. That's much better. Okay, then that didn't take me as long. Okay, so my hero. So now we have this all set up. All right, we have the text set up, connected actor. Now we need to actually connect it to Cinderella. So new actor connection. And just point your wand at Cinderella and hit connect. And you're going to see actor. Just click OK. And that's it. You're now connected. So now that text that we just put in that box will appear over Cinderella. Now, but we have to tell the text creator how to make it, how and when to make that text appear. And that's what we're going to do very shortly here. So now, earlier you saw that I had that little star appear above Sleeping Beauty's head. I'm going to show you really quickly how to do that. Let's see. So first things first, we are going to go over here to our special effects tool. We're going to do new locator connection. That little blue diamond over there, that is our locator. That's new for 2.0, and it is one of my new favorite toys. And I'm going to show you why. So we're going to go do new locator connection, and we're going to select it, and just effects location. Effectively, what we did is we told the effects creator to display that special effect, in this case the spinning star, wherever we place that locator at. Okay, and we're going to put that behind Cinderella, and then what should happen is a star should appear above her. And I'm going to show you how to do that next. We're going to connect the text creator. We're going to go new logic connection. We're going to go specific line dismissed. And in this case, we are going to go to line 3, which is when she says my hero. And we are going to then select the special effects generator. We're going to do play once, and we're going to do spinning star. Now, I'll save all the special effects you can do for a whole nother video, because there's many of them, and you can really get creative. You can also get carried away, becoming the Michael Bay of Disney Infinity, and I am making way too many explosions and special effects to where the point that I crashed this game many of times. But that's for a whole nother video. Okay, so now we have our text creator connected to Cinderella. We have a little special effects to go off. So, oops, sorry Cinderella. So now we need to do a few other things here. So we're going to go over to this text creator. We are now, this time, we are going to do something different. Instead of connected to the actor, we're going to do proposal. Okay? And now we're going to do, as you can see, it turns off, well, it doesn't turn it off, but you have duration. That doesn't matter when you're using proposal because it won't go away until the player gets rid of it. But let's hurry and get down here because I don't want this video to be too long. Alright, so first thing we're going to type in is, let's see, we'll do, no, let's see, let's back that up a little bit. Oh, we'll do this a little different. Please, let's see. I don't want it capitalized. You think I would know what I'm doing, but please help me. And there we go. Done. Alright, now we need to make one more line of text. Line 2, we are going to... Wait, no, I don't think we actually need any more than that. I think that's actually good. I think that's it. So we're going to back out of there. Okay. And that's that. Alright, so let's see if I can remember how to do this. Alright, so now we need to connect our triggers to make this magic happen. So let's do this first one here. This is going to be the one that's outside of Cinderella's little prison. So we're going to do new logic connection, entered, player, any, and now select this first box over here. Okay, and we're going to just say display text 1. That's where she's going to sit there and say, help me. And I just got a bigger trigger, feat complete. Oh, nice. Ooh, what else did I get? Oh, more concept art. Oh, I love it. Okay, sorry, distracted. Alright, so now what we want to do is we want to make it so if the player accepts, Cinderella says one thing. If the player declines, Cinderella says something else. So what we're going to do, select this same one, and we are going to do a new logic connection. And we're going to do text proposal accepted. And we're going to go over here, and we're going to connect it to this text box. And we're going to tell it to display, let's see, I think it was text 1, I hope. Yes, text 1. We'll find out. Oh my. Okay, I'm doing this live, folks, so this could go horribly bad. Alright, let's see. New logic connection. And now we're going to do text proposal canceled. Alright, so now we're going to go over here one more time. Now I could have put these right next to each other and save my walking, but oh well. And now we want to do text 2, which will be where she says, I believe that's what that hopefully is the one where she says, what kind of hero are you? So now hopefully that will work. Well, let's test it and find out. This could go bad. Let's see. Aha! Please help me. And she said thank you, and it just appeared only for a second. We'll fix it. Let's see what happens when we actually get her on there. We might adjust the duration for that. And let's try it again. Please help me. Cancel. And for some reason, it must be I wonder if it's the camera angle that is causing that. We'll find out. But it did work. Let's see what happens when we get in there. I think it's the camera angle that's interfering with that. We'll see when we put her in there. We could always adjust it later. Okay, and that should be it for that. So now we need one more. And this is going to be the box that once we get inside to rescue her. So this is very simple. Entered, player, any, and you're just going to come over here to our original text creator, and you're going to tell it to play line 3, which is where she says my hero. Now, if you remember from a few minutes earlier, we already connected the special effects to the text generator, so when she says my hero, the star will appear. And I found that's a nice way to do it instead of using the trigger area to cause the special effects to go off. This way it's tied directly to that line, and it only appears if she says that line. Trust me, it'll save you some headaches later on. Alright, so the only thing we have left to do now is to move everything in place. But before we do that, we need to resize these boxes. As you can see, they're huge. Well, in 2.0, you can now grab the corners and resize the boxes. So we are going to make this box much, whoops, wrong direction. We're going to make this box much smaller. And let's drag it down a few blocks and push it back 1 or 2. That looks good. There we go. And that's one box. And let's do one more. Let's do the same thing with this box. We're going to drag it over. Not too. You gotta be careful. You don't want to make it too small. And now we need to bring it down. And once again, let's bring it back over. We want to make it. I'm failing miserably at this. There we go. I think that's good. This looks a little long. You might fix this. Let's fix this. Let's make it just a wee bit smaller. There we go. That should work. I like that. Okay. Now. Kind of simple common sense here. We're going to move from back to front. So we are going to grab our little locator. We're going to move it in the center of this wall. You don't have to worry about collision or clipping with a lot of logic tools anymore. So it makes placement much easier. So we're just going to put that little guy there. We'll back out. Select Cinderella. I'm not using spark mode for this because I find it hard to target very tiny targets like the locators and Cinderella with spark mode. Oops, I hit the wrong thing. Ugh, too busy talking. Alright, let's move her again. Alright, so let's move her in here. Put her right in front of the locator. And back out again. And we need to move this guy. If I grab the right one. And bring it inside the box. And once again, you don't have to worry about clipping, so we're going to put it right in front of Cinderella. There. I'm going to spark mode. Make this a little quicker. We'll grab this guy. We'll drag him. We want him close to the door, but not on it. That way, we're not accidentally knocking into each bounding box, each trigger area here. So we'll place it right there. And, pardon, sorry. And we'll grab the breakable door or breakable wall, and we'll plunk it down right there, and that should be it. Now, if I connected everything correctly, and I did a good job, everything should work. Cross your fingers, folks. This could go bad. Please help me. You're welcome for the voiceover. Alright, so we're going to cancel. What kind of hero are you? Poor Cinderella. So we'll go back here again. Please help me. This time we're going to accept. Thank you. Alright, so let's get over here. Let's be a good hero and break it up. Oh. See? I should have moved the bounding box a little bit. Okay, that's no problem. My hero. And there's the star. And congratulations, we did it. And we did it all in one take without breaking the game or the video. Yay! Yeah, look, she's even excited. Look at that. Oh, I'm so happy. Oops. Now, see, real quick, here's one problem. With using trigger areas, if you don't connect extra logic to, tell it to only play it once, this is what happens. So we're just going to cancel. She'll be okay. She's fine. We broke the door down. She can get out. If not, Darkwing's walking around over there. He can save her. Right, Darkwing? Yeah, that's right. Alright, guys. This video's gotten way too long. I apologize for that. But I hope you learned something. I hope it helped. Leave any comments below if it helped or if it didn't help. If you need any more assistance, a good place to look for it would be DisneyInfinityFans.com. You can find a lot of help over there. I'm over there as Daddy Geek. It's a really good site. I have nothing to do with it. I'm just a user over there, but it's an awesome site. And that's about it. I want to make further videos on how you can make several connections to make an entire quest line. We'll get that into more detail in another video. But for now, I hope this helped you make some simple connections, get you started, so you can start creating some great toy boxes. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you. Take care. Bye.